Okay, pay attention. Part 4. I got my camera up on a couple of paint buckets, a stick, and I got it duct taped up there. If the camera don't fall, this is the most important part right here, y'all. Here we go. This is a carefree spirit. Jane has some of these. They were little bitty ones. If they survived, this is what they're going to look like. At any rate, I'm going to take a cutting. Look at all them blooms. I'm going to cut it down here somewhere. Okay. This is a pretty easy one. Now these are patented plants, so really it's against the law to reproduce these things and sell them. But at any rate, we're going to show you for learning, for teaching purposes, going to show you how to take cuttings. Okay, blooms. We'll take all those blooms off. I'm going to cut about right there, just to get rid of the blooms. Throw the blooms away. There's some more blooms up on that new growth. See how that new growth grew out of that corner where that leaf is into the stem, and new growth came on up there, bloomed it, budding at the top. Cut that off. Come on down the stem. There's a little eye, a little node right there where that stem, where that leaf, the 5 leaflets can make up a leaf, where this leaf goes into the stem. Okay, I'm going to cut about 3 inches below that. Okay, that gave me, I don't like too much to be sticking out the top for the moisture. I'll just cut a little bit of that off at the top. Leave about 3/4 of an inch above that where that leaf goes into the stem. Tear the bottom leaf off. I should come here with it. It had 1 leaf on it there. Tear the bottom leaf off. Bend the thorns. These are snapping off. You might can see how they snap right off. This is supposed to be a good cutting. Because of that, it should be the right age. I'm going to take them on off. I'll leave that one right there because that may be sticking out of the ground. Now, sometimes I cut a couple of leaflets off of that leaf. I don't know if it really matters. Sometimes I do it because there's just not enough room in my cup and my thing for my jar to go over the top. So I'm just going to cut a few of those leaflets off. There is a cutting. 45-degree angle at the bottom. Cut it right off. Take my pot. I've already wet my pot and packed it down. I'm going to stick that cutting right down in there, all the way to almost up to where that leaf comes out of the stem there. When that's done, put your top on. Put it in the shade. Absolute shade is not all that necessary. Mine are in on the porch. They get sun some of the day, but not a whole lot. Doesn't seem to hurt them. They're in the shade most of the time. That is a cutting that should root. I'm going to take that cutting out, show you another one coming on down that same stem. Okay, let's see what I got. There's a little bitty node right there. It's not as big as that other one. It's lower on the stem. There's a little bitty node. I'm going to cut off about 1 inch above that, 3/4 of an inch. Throw it out of the way. Pinch the bottom leaf off. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to make it so everybody can see. That's why I'm doing several of these. I don't know what I'm videoing. Tear the bottom leaf off. Snap the thorns off. Snap right off. Snap right off. You can see them snapping off, I expect. Now, I can leave that on there. Let's see. If I do, 45-degree angle. You got to remember that. There you go. 45 degrees at the bottom. Stick it in there. Drink bottle on the top. There you go. Don't worry if the leaves turn yellow and fall off. Once you get new growth coming out of that where that node is, when new growth starts coming off, these leaves likely will fall off. I think the reason being the stem, the plant, is trying to get all its growth power to that new growth. because it's been traumatized. This plant is traumatized. Okay, I'm going to throw this one out. This was a Carefree Spirit Rose. I like it. It doesn't have any black spot on it. Doesn't have any disease. Haven't done anything to them. Just water, let them grow. Let me see if I can get a drift rose. I can get up and go around here to it. Okay, I think I have one here that'll work. This is a drift rose. It's a little smaller. So we're going to do, it doesn't matter. Let's take the bloom off, throw them away. There's another bud. Take that one off. That's where it's coming out of the new growth. Take that one off. Let's come down to this next one. We have a little node right there where that leaf is coming out of the stem. I'm going to leave about 1 inch of stem up there. Cut that off. I'm going to come down here about 3 or 4 inches. About 3 inches on that one and cut it off. Notice that's a smaller stem. It doesn't have to be a big stem. Depends on the rose and what kind of cutting you look like. Okay, pinch that off. Bottom leaf. Snap the thorns off. 45-degree angle. Pot. Stick it in the pot, pack the soil around it. So I got it buried almost up to where that node is, right there. Now when them leaves turn yellow and fall off, don't worry. What you're looking for is your new growth right there. If it's just a little bit, it will likely grow. Put the top on. Put it in the shade and check it in a few days. Make sure it's damp. Take the top off. Take your knuckle and feel the dirt. Think it's damp. Stick it back on there. A few hours or a few minutes, you're going to see condensation in the bottle, just like a greenhouse. Let's take that off. I'm going to show you one more. Okay, let's cut. That one came from just above this. There's a little bitty node in that one. And I already got it cut down about short as I can get it. Pinch the leaf off. Bend the thorns off. They'll snap right off. 45-degree angle. Stick it in the rooting pot. Oh, I got a hole down in there from sticking so many in there and pulling them out. So stick it in the rooting pot. Jam it down in there. Now, you want to water them in. Once you put them in there, you want to water them in good. Put your top on. And that is the end of part 4, and I hope you have learned how to take a rose cutting and put it in a pot. And if you can't do this, what you can do is wrap up some Peg & Martin cuttings in a paper towel. Just cut 5-inch long pieces off the stem, wrap them up in a damp paper towel, and get them over here, and we'll see if we can root it. I'd like to have that one myself. At any rate, that's the end of part 4 and the rose cuttings. And what we're going to do next, not now, it's going to be a little while before I upload the next part. Part 5 will be reproducing a fig tree, crepe myrtle, apple tree, lots of different things that are very easy to do. Some techniques that just been started using not too long, and I'm testing on a crepe myrtle, so I know we're going to show you how to reproduce your fig tree where it'll be a guaranteed grow. And that is the end of potting roses cuttings for the time being. Thank you.